Bienvenue to Le Café Craft. Long time no see. All right, so let me tell you what I was up to. Up to that. Okay. Now everybody's doing those long, narrow books, right? I mean, journal, whatever. I'm doing it, why not? So here you have it. Oh, Patricia, this is so cool. Oh, wait a second. All right. Oh, I got to tell you the story about that paper. But anyway, all right. So you got paper, and it's like a little journal, and you can write all kind of things, and I number the pages here and there, not everywhere. And at the end of it, ta-da! What do we got? We got that cool, oh, let me put all my stuff in there, right? So, what do you say, guys? We doing one? We making one? You want to do one? We're doing it. All right, here we go. All right, now, I'm going to do full format, this format, because, well, I already made one thing. Two, it's going to be way easier to be able to see it than a small one. It's like this, right? Okay, but if you're scared by the length of it, fret no more. You can make a smaller one if you wanted to, because I also did that. That's my little prototype. See? I made a little journal. Blah, blah, blah. Here we are, and I mean, it's not as sophisticated, but you can finish it the same way we're gonna finish this one. And you get the little pocket right there. Yes? So, dimensions are gonna be, for this one, if you wanna make a smaller one, divide everything by 2. No, I'm kidding, just make smaller dimension. That's all there is to it. Right? All right. And I got a little clock. Or you can put anything you want. All right. So we're doing this. In order to do this, what do we need? Well, the first thing you have to do, strangely enough, is the journal part. Because then you're going to build everything on the size of your journal. Easy? Yes, it is. All right. So for the journal, we're taking... don't take, because we're gonna cover it, so don't take anything, fancy or what, right? Dimensions are gonna be 10 by 8 3/4. Why? I don't know. That's what I will have written here, so this is what we're gonna do, right? So 10 is right here, and 8 3/4, I think I made a mark. So we are cutting. Let's get right in the middle of it, and then we can toke, when we glue, right? Right. So 8 3/4. Now, this is if you want to do that one. Again, you make your little booklet, whichever size it is, and then we go about what do we do next, right? So there is this. I made a mark for 10 right here. 10. Okay, that's based on I took a 12 by 12, but you figured this one out, right? So we keep this. Now, we take the other machine. Instrument. We're playing scoring. All right, the middle of it. Okay, to figure out the middle of it, I'm gonna do just that. I think that's the easiest way because, those 3/4 inches and all of that, I'm gonna find where it is. It's right here. All right, and we're gonna do 2. Okay, I'm doing that because I don't like pointy, right? But you don't have to. You can do the middle, fold it, you're good, that's fine. We're loving it. All right, done with that. And I hope this is gonna be precise and concise, and we know what we're doing at all time. Fold, right? Now we're gonna do the middle of it. So the middle of it is gonna be 5. All right, about, right? 5. And we're gonna do 3/4 inch on both sides, right? And that's gonna, we're gonna do the journal first. Now, pokey. Paper. Let me show you paper. Ha! I got to tell you what happened to me. Alright, so I'm going to the thrift store again because I spend my life going to the thrift store. And I found this. Whoa! Fine business paper, right? So, oh, and I found another thing. I'm going to show you that next. So, look at that. Look at that nice paper, right? I mean, who doesn't want to use that? I'm using it. Okay. One, and I have a whole box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5. Done. Done. $4.98. Seriously? Oh my God. I was literally dancing in the aisle. Okay. And then I found, but that was previously, onion skin typewriter paper from I don't even know. It says, good second sheet. Bank loan only. Sorry, we're not going to use it for bank loan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are. All right, so we got 5 of this, 5 of that. If you can add up more stuff if you want to. Now, this is 8.5 by 11. We have 10 inches, right? So we're going to cut at 10. Because we are gonna make, I mean, you know, later on you can put little stamp, little this, little that, but right now we are cutting. All right, this is 11, so we take 1 inch off. 1 inch off. Blade. All right, 1 inch off. Isn't that the nicest paper? Ooh, I couldn't believe I found that. I was just so happy. Okay, so we're gonna do that little journal so fast that of course we keep all this because what do we know, in 3 years from now maybe we can use it for something. Okay, here now we're gonna alternate. We are alternating. Come on, onion skin. There we go. All right, so we got 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, this is such a delicious paper. Oh, I'm gonna make a bank loan. That's what it says you get to use it for, right? Okay. You get to be cute. I mean, that is totally bank appropriate, isn't it? Okay. And you know what? We're gonna start with 1 page like that. That's cool. Okay. Put your paper together. Fold. Get it? I mean, this is hard, right? This is the easiest part of the whole thing. Bam, bam. See that? Now, we made little mark. We're gonna take clippies because, you know, I got to do things properly. Quilter clippies to the rescue. I know you all know how to make a journal, but we still have to make one, so might as well do it. Okay, we make sure it's nice and good in there. All right, taking the pokey. And now we improvise. Okay, we're right here, somewhere here, about here, about here. Oops, about here. Ooh, almost. Okay, about here and about here. Okay, now we go in enough so we don't have to struggle. Okay, so I'm ready. I'm putting the bow outside, okay? So, here. I'm not using wax thread, I'm using, I don't know what it is, regular kind of thread of some kind. All right, here. I get to show you how you all started. Hold on, because if I don't look at what I'm doing, there's not a chance. Here we go. Whew, thought I'd be never done. Keep your clippy handy because we are gonna need them. Yes, yes. And get good glue, okay? It's just like, it's a no glue stick day today. And cut. I do that because I don't want to have anything in the middle here. You know, it's a matter of preference, whatever you want to have. All right, so you have this. Now, you have to pick your nice cardstock. Now, if you're not too sure, you can do a try with whatever cardstock you want. I'm gonna do this, and this. I think a lot of you guys have the Tim Holtz. Now, I have no use really for the cigar thing, so I like the inside, so I use that for, you know, all kind of other stuff that I need cardstock for. Anyway, long story short. All right, so 10. We get to get 10 out of this. And actually, 10 and a smidge. No, actually, no, we do 10. We do 10. I don't even know what I'm talking about. We do 10. 10. All right, so we do 10. And we do 4 1/4. Okay, so 4 1/4. Oh, right on those. Maybe I put it like this, because this is gonna be my cover, and this is gonna come over it. If this is my cover, hold on, I got to situate the paper. Is this gonna be my cover? And this is gonna go over it like so. Yes, right. So, good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 right here. Okay, because we got plenty to glue and clip and everything, so we can talk, right? But right now, we are just doing this thing, and we don't want to mess it up. And we need 10. Exactly 10. So am I cutting from the top or from the bottom? I should cut from here, right? Yeah, because there's nothing here. There's plenty stuff here. So 10 right here. Oh, I'm gonna cut my little butterfly. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna look good, right? Yes. All right, 10. All right, we get a half, but this one cannot fly. Telling you that right now. We are gonna have to... All right, as you know, we're not gonna be crafters unless we use those things, right? Right. Be rounding small. Let's do it this way. It comes out so good. I was so happy with it. I showed a whole bunch of, well, you know, kind of like maybe not very objective people, because if they tell me they don't like it, you know, there will be a repercussion. You know what? Why don't I cut from here? Because there's a little thing here that I don't like that much. But everybody like it. Even the kids like it, right? So that tells you. All right, where's my front? You know, we get to keep some type of, well, once it's gonna be glued, we're gonna know it's the front, but that looks kind of perfect. Okay, in any case, line up this part here, the opening, because this is gonna be covered. Yes, showing. See, this is the cover of your little journal, but this is gonna be covered. So as long as this is good, this can be easily, you know, be overlooked. Let's call it overlooked. Yes. Okay, that looks good to me. All right, rounding. Now the reason I have round everywhere is because if you glue it, then it kind of glue better. And the pointy's got a tendency, you know, go up. All right, so we're doing this too. We're gonna do this. All right, the back cover, right? If you want to edge, because we're in the process of edging, you just edge top and bottom. Don't edge this, because somehow this is gonna be covered as well. Now, this is glued to that, right? Right. Gonna do a little snippet of edging. This side, we don't care. We're good. As we said, we only really caring about this being great. Glue. Glue, 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 glue. All right, now that we're gluing, we can talk. So have you been? Good. I've been good. We've all been good. We've been so busy. I am not even gonna get into detail here, but we sure, you see the glue? How good that glue is? Woo. We've been busy. We've been here, there, and over there. Now, the good news is I got a few video coming up. I mean, I got this one to start with, and then I'm gonna have, right after that, I'm gonna have another one, because you know how it goes. I don't know, do you guys do that? You don't do anything, and then like suddenly that's all you do with things? Well, anyway, not that I was not doing anything, but I sure was not crafting, that for sure. Well, I did those. I made those. I was so happy with those. All right. Oh, whoops. All right, no upside down. We're putting it exactly how we want it here, and we gonna let it dry, preferably with some heavy stuff on it. I think I have a heavy stuff. Oh, I'm gonna use my box of paper. Bam, that's heavy. All right, now we get to do those things. That's what we're doing next, is those things, right? So we do have, like, you like it? You like it? I like it. I like it. Okay. Oh, so let me show you those little pockets, right? You can take them off. See? I figure like, oh, you know, if you want to take it off and put a little tag in and put them back in like so, right? And then this one can take it off. And then you can, oh, look, you get a little journaling card. How cute is this? Oh, and I got to, well, this is not going. You know, I'm showing things to people here. All right, here we go. Whew, little bit of cooperation. I got to show you other things that I've found, you know, here and there that I'm using. Anyway, so then you open, okay, that I did this with magnet, right? If you want to put magnet, you can put magnet. If you want to put some little scratchy Velcro things, you can. If you want to put a twirly, you can. You can do anything you want, as you know. That's what I did. I put magnet. Now the pockets or cardstock. You can use folder if you don't want to use cardstock, or you can use the cardstock that you don't like and cover it with something else, whatever you want to do, right? But we get to do those. And oh, that's what I wanted to show you, but duh. So to do those, you get to do, okay, so there's gonna be one, there's this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6. How do we do 6? Let's see. Now 6 is gonna give you 4 pockets, but how we do 6? In order to do 6, you need some other cardstock. Now it's gonna have to be 10 high, a little bit less than 10, right? I mean like a smidget less than 10, and 4 high. But in order to speed up the process, we're gonna cut at 8. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Where's my cutting thing? Right here. We're gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that little snip. We need 10 high. 10 high. I got to take 2 inches. 2 inches off right here. All right, 2 inches off. All right, 10 high. Cutting the bird. Oh no, so already butterfly cannot fly and our bird can't fly. And we need 4. 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Now, right here. You go to 8. Right here, see where it says 8? You make a mark because you are gonna cut it. Where's the cutting thing? Today is machine day. You following me, right? I'm sorry, I took you completely by surprise. I was nowhere to be seen, and then here I am, and I'm like cutting, gluing, pasting, sewing. Doing it. We are so doing it. All right, 8. Yes, we're cutting at 8. We score at 4 because we're gonna fold it, right? That's gonna give us 2 partition for our little folders. Yes. Yes. Okay. See how that works, right? You keep this. Make a little pile on the side. All right. Now you fold. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Now you have 1 and 2. Yes? Yes. That's how smart we are. Okay. So now we need another one. Another one. I'm gonna use the bugs. All right. So, sorry. Switch machines. we're going 10. All right, because I'm gonna stress that when there's writing and the up and down thing and all that, always do your papers on the side. Yes, because you see what I'm getting at? There is no like, oh, it's upside down now. Yes, yes. All right, so we're cutting at 10, which means we have to take 2 inches off right here. See, I want to keep number 45. That's a pretty cool number. I mean, not 45, but you know, the design of it. All right, now we got 10. We're keeping this, we're keeping everything. Yes. And then we're doing right here 4. Yes, yes, 4 and 8. We make a mark and then we're gonna cut at 8. Cutting at 8. We're keeping this. All right. I sure hope I'm gonna remember everything I did. Okay, anyway. All right. So now we have, following me here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna have, I need another one. This one looks cool, right? Oh, look, green bird thing, right? This one. All right, cool. As usual, cutting 2. I know I can give the measurement and then everybody fight for themselves, but you know what? It's always better when we see people doing it, making it, messing it up, you know, give you an outlook on things. And now we're doing 4 and a mark at 8. I sure hope we're good. Don't put your scoreboard too far because we're gonna need it again. We cut at 8. We keep this. And we fold this. Alright, so we get 1. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one going here, right? I hope so. Alright, now we got that. We need to gusset the folders. Yes. So we need 2 inches. All right. So all the 2 inches that we cut, right? We are scoring. We are scoring them. We're gonna use this side, right? So we're gonna score them on this side. All right. We got 2 inches. We're scoring ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch, right? ½ inch. ½ inch and half. All right, so those 2 inches strip, you go ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch. You score, right? So you have 1, 2, 3 score lines. Yes, yes. We do the same thing here. I think if you do 2 of them, that should, you know what? I'm gonna make them all, and then we see how many we need. All right. All right. Got that? Got that. So what we did is we took those 2 inches that we cut, right? And then we scored them ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch, right? So we have 1, 2, we have 3 score lines, which give us 4 ½ inch sections. Yes, yes. We want to use this side. So I'm going to go like this. Now the side that you want to see, okay, again, see, I wanted to see this. Right? So that's the size that you want to see. Let's say you don't want to see this side, you want to see that side. Then this is the side, this side that you're going to fold over, right? And then you fold again this way. And then again this way. And this is what you have. Yes? And then when it's going to be on the side of your little booklet, you're gonna see this side that you wanted to see to start with, right? Now, if this is not the size that you want to see, well, then fold everything the other way around and you see that side. Yes, yes. I mean, you know, it just, whatever, right? So we need 4 inches. That's what we need because those things are 4 inches. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. I mean, that's another thing. It doesn't have to be extremely precise. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, right? Right. So you're gonna have 3 per things. I wanna see this side. So I'm gonna go like this. Like this. And if they're different color, I mean, you alternate, right? I mean, if you wanted to. Or you put everything the same color. You know, whatever your color is. All right, now we do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Snip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Snip. Okay, last one. All right, got this. So we got 1, 2. So that's gonna do 1 folder, 2 folder, 3, 4. I don't know if we got enough, but you know what? If we don't have enough, I'm sorry. You know, when I make them, just made them as it went. We're gonna need some other strips, and then we assemble, and then we're done. Right? Right. And then you can have fun decorating it, making it better, putting stuff in the pockets, making it twirly, fighting your magnets, whatever you want to do, right? And then you get it all done. Okay, I strongly suggest you flatten them up really good. It's gonna make your life easier. All right, now we need, because see, we have those 3 guys, right? But they have to be connected. We're gonna need 1 and 2 because we don't want to put things, we don't want it to go, we don't know where, right? So we're gonna need 2 strips of 1.5. I'm gonna use the cigar. All right. Because I'm not gonna use that, so might as well, you know, use it for this, right? So I'm gonna need 1.5, right? 1.5 and 1.5. We need 2 strips. We can do it. All right. But we need 10. Yes. So we get to take 2 inches off. We're keeping everything. Okay. We fold those. This is the side we want to see, right? Because the outside is gonna get glued. And if the cigar side gets glued, it's just fine with me. I mean, nothing against cigar, don't get me wrong, but you know, that's not what I'm doing. All right, so if you're gonna see, this is what you're gonna see. That's what we want to see. So whatever side you want to see goes inside. All right, and that is gonna, watch this. It is gonna link this to that, like so, right? So we're gonna cut the smidget off. I'm gonna round big the corner, so this way we don't have to angle, because it's never angled the same way. Anyway, make your life so much. Done and done. 1 and 2. Same thing. Round. Are you doing it? Are you out of... I'm literally out of breath here. I'm just like, oh, we're making things. We are. All right. You know, it's like, I'm telling you, it's like nothing happened, and then they're like, we got to make that thing like right now, this second. Okay, we're gluing. Are we gluing? Yes, we are. I know you kind of a little bit. I'm telling you, it's going so fast. It's like, oh no, does she know what she's doing? You know, that is a good question, because sometimes I rather have things falling everywhere. All right, so you kept your little clippies, right? We're gonna need those clippies. Okay, that is the easiest thing, right? You put it right there in the bottom, line up the top, line up the sides, line up everything. It's not popping out, it's perfect. Yes, yes. I feel like I'm playing you know those games with dice as you have to throw everything? All right. And while this is drying, we're gonna make, so this one's gonna go with this one, and now we got this one. Like so. Okay, because this one is gonna glue on here, right? So now this one is gonna glue on here, and I'm gonna put it on there. Yes, so I'm put it on here, and then I will go on here. Okay, so we just, I think, if I remember right, we only need 2. It's so much easier to do one thing and then, oh, look, I did this. Then you get to explain exactly how you went about it. And it's just, okay, here, like this. Now, here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I love that long format, okay? I mean, I know everybody's doing, actually, it was maybe like a few months ago, everybody was doing like those long booklets. I'm like, ooh, I love those things, right? So that is a nice format. And I found in, what is it called now? Hobby Lobby? I'm thinking, well, this is drawing. I found those envelopes. Look at those. Aren't they cool? They're like money envelope, but it's like, I don't know, like long, right? But you can do cool stuff with it. Anyway, so I did that. I used those and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Okay, no, never mind. All right, so now this, I got to pay attention because I'm gonna end up gluing the wrong thing. And we don't wanna be gluing the wrong thing. Let me resume. Okay. This is what I'm gonna have. All right, 1, this is gonna be 2, 3, this is gonna be 4, and this one is gonna glue on that. Yes, so we gotta have 4 in the middle. 1, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 1. Okay, this glue on your book, this glue on the cover, right? So when you open it, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. That's okay. If it doesn't make sense right now, don't worry about it. All right. There's one folder who doesn't have anything on it, right? The reason it doesn't have anything on it is because it's gonna go on this side here, and then this one is gonna go on this side right over there. Yes? So everybody is gonna be together. All right. So we put glue on this. And we're gonna glue this on that. Yes. All right, glue. Okay, you have your folder. I mean, I'm calling it a folder at this point, right? You glue your 1.5 inch piece right here to do the junction. Do the junction with the little folder. It's got nothing on it at all. It's gonna go on top of it like so. Yes, I mean, I know because I'm excited. I'm not even telling you what I'm doing. It's like, just look. Okay, so we got, I'm sorry guys, the camera turned off, so I don't know where we left it. We're just gonna kind of resume, right? So you have your 3 little folders, right? Now the name of the game is to put them together, which is why we have those 2 strips, right? So those 2 strips go on the inside, which means the last one here there's nothing, and the last one here there's nothing. Yes. So now we're finishing gluing them all together. So we're gonna put glue on this. So you have 3 little folders that you're putting together. Pretty much that is the story of that. So this and this goes, so I already got 2 of them together here and 3, and now they are together. Now if you did it right, there's nothing here, and there's nothing here, and pinch. Okay, now we're gonna do the putting it all together like this one here. So we do need our book. Okay, the cover of your book, this is your book. The cover of your book is the cover of your little folio, right? Now, on the cover of that book, you're gonna glue the spine, the return, and the cover, which means it's gonna be one piece of 12 by 12. That piece of 12 by 12, you make yourself happy, you see what you want to have. Okay, see, like here, for example, what goes on top of it. Now this one easy because I had 2 sheets of the same, so I kept the same thing. You don't have to do that. You can do contrasting, you can, as usual, anything you want, right? So this is gonna go like this. So it's gonna go like this. Put it around it before you even do anything, so that's gonna help you to figure out what's going on, right? And it's gonna overlap here, yes? So you take your 12 by 12, and it's pretty important because otherwise you're gonna score and glue what you didn't want, right? So this is gonna go here, kind of like so, right? And this is gonna go on the top like this. That's how I want it. So now, before anything, I am not touching this thing. I'm taking my scoring board and I'm gonna go, it's got to be 10. Maybe I cut it 10 first. Cutting it. 10 inches. Cutting. So I'm taking 2 inches off. And I'm gonna double check again, right? So you take 2 inches of that. All right. Because it's 10 high. Yes, yes. And I still have it the way I want it, right? Because I want this to be over here. Yes, yes. All right. So let's resume. 3/4 inch. And after that, it's a 1/2 inch. So you add a 1/2 inch. So you get 3/4 and you add a 1/2 inch. Like so. Yes. Fold and you fold. You round the corners. Now here you are gonna have to put your eyelets. Yes. So eyelets are, we're gonna 3 3/4 away from the side. So you have your 3/4 inch here, then you get your 1/2 inch here. You go 3 3/4 on one side, on this side, and 3 3/4 on that side. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do whatever you want, but on the other hand, it took me forever to figure out where to put those two things, so matter as well, I give you the measurement. Pretty much in between, you have 2 1/2 inch in between those two marks. Yes, yes. We are punching a hole right there. Now, the reason it's here, I'm going to tell you why, is because this is as far as this thing can go. So, and you add up in the middle. So we're leaving nothing to chance. Done, done. We need eyelet. All right, so preferably 2 of the same color. How about those? Yes. All right, so eyelet, base, base. 1, 2. Done and done, right? So you get that. Now this is gonna go, let me show you. This is gonna go like this, right? And then you're gonna have your 2 eyelet right here. Of course, there will be the ear folder, blah, 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 blah. We get to that, we get to that. We are gonna need to figure out our elastic. Elastic. So I'm gonna cheat and tell you exactly how much elastic you will need about, because that took me forever to figure out too. So you are gonna need, let's measure. 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches about. You take the elastic board. Now, if you don't have any of that, I will put in the description box below. Okay? I mean, if you don't have any, you can make a little knot, you know, inside, because that will be inside anyway. So it's not like you are gonna see it ever. Not this one here. Okay, elastic barbs. Take the elastic, take the barb, put the elastic on the barb, pinch, and pinch them good. like this. Yes, yes. Okay, number 2 barb. Okay, as I said, if you want to just do elastic without the bobs, you can. You just put a good knot right here, right? And this is gonna go like so. Like this and like that. Yes, yes. So we have our elastic here, okay? So that's what we're doing with those eyelets. We put this on the side. You get to remember not to glue before you put those things in, because then after that, almost like not good. All right, now those should be dry. Okay, so now we're gonna use those things. Now those things, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna round them up. Why? Because 1, it glues better. 2, this way you don't have to angle this way, that way, the other way. They're all gonna be perfect. Now those are gonna go only inside. There's gonna be none here and none on the other side either. I'm pretty sure we're gonna speed that up. Last one. Done. Okay, so you opening it now. Again, you check if that's the side that you want to see, right? For those things to be placed properly, they need to be talking to you. Yes, so it says Le Café Craft. Yes, and that's facing you. It has to be talking to you. If it's not talking to you, you get them the wrong. See, if it's talking the other way around, you don't have it right, right? It has to be talking to you, like so. Okay, and you go like this. Eventually, you're gonna have to trim a bit, which means I'm gonna put it this way. All right, it's talking to you this way. Yes, yes. Glue. All right, I'm gonna glue one side, the other side, show where the other one go, and then we resume. So there's one here, you know, nicely, almost on the edge. Clip, clip. Same thing here. All right, I'm gonna put the same color. It has to talk to you. It goes like this. Take a snippet out. Is it talking to you? Yes. Glue, because those little gussets, I glue so many times. I glue one the right way, one the wrong way, okay? So that's the secret. It has to be talking to you when you look at it. Put it there. Clip. Clip. Okay, now you skip one page, right? And then you do the same thing all over again. Now, not that front page, right? That front page and that back page don't have anything. Yes, you do the inside. So this is gonna go here, like so. This is gonna go here, like so. And then you're gonna have, you get to do it on everything which is inside, top, and bottom. Nothing on the front, nothing in the back. Yes, yes. And then we glue the other side. Okay. So it's dry, and we're gonna resume so we all know what we're doing. We have our 3 little folders together. Yes, each one of them has 2 of those things. Yes, except the front and the back, which means you need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You need 10 of those little strips, right? Okay, now we got that. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue everything together. So you're gonna have to put glue here, put it on here, clip it, put glue here, press it, clip it, put glue here, put glue here, put glue here, and finally do this, and then you will have your little folder all together like so. Yes, you see how that works? And you're gonna have your little gussets on the sides. They're not all gonna be all the same color or different color or whatever you want to put there, right? And then you can already look for cool little tabs to put in it. And we're gonna address this and the whole cover thing, right? I mean, but you know, the nitty-gritty is pretty much done. Now, where were we here? Front and back. Front and back, nothing on. Yes, yes. So now we glue. Now we're gonna need bigger clippies and see what's gonna work best. All right, glue, glue, take this away, press in the bottom, put down. It is gonna go where it's got to go, right? So you don't have to go too extreme here. Press the bottom. If you know how to cut paper, right? And if you know how to fold paper, yes. Now make sure it's not crooked in the bottom here. It's easy. It's, you know, it's like usual. It's like a lot of kind of repetition, but it's definitely not the end of the world. And it looks so good when it's done. Okay, don't put glue in places that you shouldn't have any. Hold the bottom. Glue, glue, hold the bottom, and this is it. It's all together. Now you take your big clips on both sides and you let it dry. Right? Right. Good? Good. We're leaving it on the side for now. Now, we get to do this part here. Yes, yes. So this part here is going to be like this. It's going to be like that. Your little folders are going to be here, right? Which means this is going to get glued on that. Now, you are going to need this here is going to be this here. Yes? So if you want to put something on it, which I will, and I think I'm going to... Okay, now you get to use, you know, your cutoff because it's going to be the good measurement, right? So this is going to go on this. We're going to have to cut this. So we're not there yet, right? But I'm going to put this on this. Now here, you can put either this or another one for that matter, or you can put one of those tall envelope if you wanted to, you know, whatever you want to do. I think I'm gonna make them different. This one's got an envelope, right? I think this one I'm gonna put, I just don't know, maybe I put this on here and then I put an envelope here. All right, I'm gonna put an envelope here like so, right? Right. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, now I know what I'm gonna do. I hope you do know what you're gonna do, but that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, yes. Okay, now we have this like so. This is gonna glue on this. Yes, like this. And this, now hopefully it's kind of dry. Now, it's gonna be glued on here. So we're gonna do that part. Now, in order to glue this on this, you're gonna realize right away that your back cover, right? This back cover is gonna be too high because it's got to line up with your folders. So we're gonna glue the whole folder bunch on the book, right? We're gonna clip, and then when it's dry, we are gonna cut this right here. Your back cover, you're gonna trim it to be the same height than your folder. Yes, yes. So we are doing this. This is the back. This is what I'm doing. Yes, yes, yes. Nothing get glued together. So make sure they don't glue themselves together. Should be like a nice little fan just like that on both sides. I think we're gonna have to let them dry here a bit longer. Okay, we gotta let them dry a little bit longer. That's my envelope that I'm gonna use. This is gonna go here like this. All right, so you take your cover, you take your, where was it, 3/4 inches? That 3/4 inch is gonna glue right on here. Yes, and then we are gonna clip it. So it should be exactly right. If it's not exactly right, trim a little bit. Maybe you wanna, where is my thing here? Here, maybe you wanna do that. Okay, I'm not gonna edge this because this is gonna have to be cut. Or if you wanna leave it straight, I mean, you can. I didn't, I kind of round it on both sides. I don't know, I kind of like that. So again, if you want to keep it straight down, you totally can. Who says you can't? You sure can. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna put glue on this part here and only this part, right? You don't want to put glue on here. I mean, matter as well, you know, you put all the glue drying action at the same time. All right, and this is gonna go on here. Make sure it hits the end of your booklet really good. And if that's the case, and if you're happy with that, you're just gonna, if you don't run out of clip it. This is gonna do it. Yes. Okay. So that big folder, right, the long one, you glue this part on the top of your booklet. Yes. Yes. And this is gonna go like this. And we're gonna have to kind of trim a little bit here, but we won't know before we insert this in there. Yes, yes. Waiting for the glue to dry. Okay. All right, this is glued. And we have it like this. Yes, yes. Now, when you flip your little book, you're gonna take your measuring device, right? And you're gonna make a little mark at 1.5 inch and a little mark where your book is. Yes, you see you have 1.5 inch here. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take your scoring board. Okay, the reason I'm saying it like that is that I don't know which dimension you're working with. I'm doing this dimension, but you can do the small little guy. You can make that little guy, right? So depending on where your book hit your folder, you make a little mark. You do 1.5 inch, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna score every scoring line for that 1.5 inch. So you're sure you're doing it exactly where you need to. Where's my mark right here? Oof. Okay. Do I have every single one of them? Yes. All right. And now that is scored. Okay. So when you fold your booklet from the edge of your booklet, 1.5 inch, score, 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 score. Okay. And then you kind of play with it, round it a bit. Okay. Because that's going to be your return. Yes, yes. And I don't know how much you're gonna want to put in those pockets anyhow. So now we're doing this part. All right, again we check. All right, you check, you get your little fan. All right, don't unglue what should be glued, right? Like, let's not overcorrect. This is gonna glue right on here, like so. You're taking your bunch of little folders there, your little accordion, and you're gonna glue it right there. You're gonna glue this on this, like so. I mean, that is not hard, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, there is multiple chances to mess it up, but if we do step by step, we should be okay, right? Don't forget you're gonna need to put your elastic, and I say that for myself. Okay, this is gonna go on here. Yes, yes. Hold on, I want to see if that's, yeah, just, you know, I need my bird cage. See, I got bird cages, by the way, and I need to have them, you know, not upside down when I look at it, so I cannot glue it that way, right? Right. So this way on here, glue. I know it's scary, but you can do it. All right. Don't use glue stick. That's rule number 1. Do not use a glue stick. Rule number 2, just, you know, don't be too stingy with the glue, right? So this way when you open it, not like everything just start to fall apart. Yes, yes. Try to find a big book or a big something, heavy something to put on. Yes, yes. Do I have, oh yeah, I have my box of paper. All right. Hoping you can see, right? This is all glued. It goes in the bottom part of your booklet. It lined up with your booklet, like so. Like this. It lines up with your booklet. Yes, yes. And now you can put your hand in there. Make sure it's exactly right. It looks like it is. If you need to slide a bit, slide while your glue is still soft. Okay, see, so now you see how that works. Now you have it all together. Now the only thing annoying at this point is gonna be that this is too high, because this is supposed to be this. See, your first folder right here, this one right here. So you're gonna have to trim. In order to trim, we're gonna trace, because you know it's scary, so you don't want to just blade and it's wrong, blah blah blah, right? So you take your pencil and just you trace. Okay, and now you are gonna cutting. Take your scissors and cut, as easy as that. And when it starts to get too much, right, cut it. See, then this way you can keep going and your scissors are not gonna go anywhere else that where you want them to be. Just making sure I'm not cutting my pages. Done. All right, now what do we got? See, now we got perfect, right? Take here a little file. All right, you're good. What do you need now? You need edging. Now that's the back cover of your book, which is, you know, all the ups are ups and all the downs are down, right? I mean, if there's anything you check, that should be it. And you put a little bit in here. I mean, if you edge, you don't have to. I kind of like it, but I mean, furthermore, it's Tim Holtz stuff, so can totally edge as much as we want. All right, now you take one of your cut. Where is it? Right here. And I say I'm gonna pick this one. And amazingly enough, see, now it's the exact right size. Yes, yes. That looks good to me. Yes. All right, and we are gonna round the small round. Now, before we put that down, we need to know how we are. Okay, see right here, I use a tag, right? I mean, not a tag, a label thing, like, hold on, like this, right? That's what I use for that, to use that, right? But what I did for the top one, I cut this part right here. So you can do that, or you can use anything you want. You can put little Velcro thingy if you want to. You can put magnet, I put magnet, or you can put a ribbon, right? You will insert right here and then put a twirly here. Yes, yes. So just, you know, whichever way you want to do it, right? Well, right now I'm gonna do that because if I want to put a twirly, I can press my twirly down, put it from the back there, and it'll be just right. Okay, so now we're doing this. I know you guys didn't see me for a while, but you know, that is a nice little project, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right, so now I'm doing this. I mean, I don't have to think at this point, right? Because I'm like edging, gluing. Okay, so welcome to all new subscribers. Thank you for all the existing subscribers and more to come, because guess what? The Cafe Craft very soon is gonna be at 10,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh, right? Okay, so now before we all go crazy, I think it's gonna be a major giveaway, right? So it's gonna be, because I'm thinking about it and I'm debating the whole thing. So, I mean, 10,000, right? I mean, that is a nice number. You cannot have just one winner or two winners, right? I mean, it's like, come on, Patricia, right? So now you remember the French loot when I was making my little piles of things and all of that, right? Well, I think I'm gonna make 10 piles. Woo-hoo, right? So it's gonna be 10 winners. The first two are gonna have like upgraded, you know, things, right? But 10 winners, and everybody else is gonna have some digital download, and life is gonna be great. I will be singing in the rain or not, but I'll sure be singing and whistling and tap dancing and everything else in between. So the faster you want this to happen, the faster you have to subscribe. Now, if you already are a subscriber, just, you know, just anybody that you know, grab their phone, make them subscribe, you know, right? Because once we reach 10,000, whoa, life is gonna be super duper great. Okay, so we got that, right? Now, the next step is gonna be to glue this on that. Now, that is in itself, it's pretty scary. I'm gonna have to smoosh that. Okay, I will not bang on the table on camera, but that is a little bit too loose. We are gonna have to glue this on this, right? Except that we are not gonna glue anything on that half-inch right there, right? Because that would be the bottom of our little, I don't know, we're gonna have to find a name for it. Anyway, but before we glue this on that, we get to remember to do what? To put the elastic. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off, bang that thing because it's wiggling and it's getting me annoyed. And then we resume and then we gluing this on that. Okay? Okay, so I bang those things down. Of course, I kind of like dirty that, but it's okay because it's gonna be glued, so it's all good. Okay. Now, you need that half-inch, right? Which means you're not going to glue it that it is just like sideways. It's got to be, you know, straight, right? So, you know you can line up on this. We are going to put glue on here. We get to put the elastic. Elastic. So you put your elastic in like now, right? It's in. Elastic is in. We're gonna put glue here, fold this over, and let it dry. Now, we're gonna have time to move those guys around. Okay. I know. Everybody is very, you know, anxious of that whole thing. Don't. Just it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be just fine. I mean, if it's not exactly right, keep that one for you and make a second one and give it away. Right? Okay, I'm gonna do that on the edge so it's not gonna smudge everywhere. All right, now you pull on your elastic. Okay, so it stays where it's supposed to be, and then you put it down and you make sure it stays straight, like here, right? You don't pull on it. You check. You got time to move it. It's really wet. See, that's why you cannot be scared of putting glue, because the more glue you put, the more you can move things around. Okay, that looks perfect to me. It's square. It's square. I'm gonna put a heavy book on it. Square. I'm gonna put my treasure paper on it and we let it dry. So now we got that, right? We are gonna cut the cover because obviously this is way too long. All right, to measure that, you are gonna fold it, which means like wrap it around, right? Because you got that little round thing here, okay? And okay, you are gonna have to gauge, like you don't wanna squeeze your journal all the way in, right? You want to keep it like, you know, nice and straight. Yes? Okay. Flip it over. And that should be about 1 inch. Yes, it is. So it's about 1 inch. If it's not exactly right, just trace it, right? You just trace and cut. Well, I know it's about 1 inch, so I'm gonna cut 1 inch. How about that? Okay, so pretty much to resume, right? You make your little journal, whichever length, shape that you want it to be. Long, small, here, right? You measure the width of your journal. You add up your little folder pockets in the back. And that's about that. And then you put your cover all around and then you are done, done, done. It is that easy. Is it gonna take a while? Yeah, maybe, you know? Like, plan a whole afternoon. Okay, where are we going here? I think I like that. Okay, so this one, hold on. This one, I rounded the cover, right? But there's no point in doing all the same, is it? So this one I'm gonna make straight. Why not? All right, I'm gonna do big round on the sides, like so. I'm gonna, oh, let me give you a secret. To round this, like this, right? Like that. What I did is, you ready for that? Hold on, I use this. I use a plate and I round it like this, see? Like that, right? So you take your middle, you measure. From your middle, you put 2 inches on both sides of your middle. Then you go, I think it was like 2 inches down, right? And then you line up your plate, you trace, right? And then you line up your plate, you trace. So I kept, okay, I don't need to eat, so plates go here. So pretty much this part is straight and only here there's a rounding factor. This one we make straight because why not? We liking it? Yes, we do. Okay, so we edge because we cut, so we edge. I mean, if you don't edge, you don't edge. To each his own. That's what they say. All right, now we need to put this thing here, this tab, in order to put, I mean, this round twirly thing. So you take your elastic and you see where you're going, right? Are you right there? Yes, you are. So you're gonna make a mark. It's gonna give you about how high you're gonna go, right? Because if you put it here, this is gonna be too much. And then you don't know exactly how much elastic you have, where you can go. So pretty much, without stretching it, yes, you go in and then you figure out the height of it, yes? Because then you're gonna stretch it to go over, right? So you don't stretch it, you just, am I saying it right? You just delicately put it over and you make a mark, right? Okay, now that we got that, we got to be somehow in the middle. Middle is 5. So where do I have that mark? Is it in the middle? It is about in the middle. So if it's not exactly in the middle, keep the same. See, my mark is here. Put it in the middle, but keep the same height from here to here. In this specific case, what do I have? I have 1 and almost 1.5. No, almost 1 3/4. Okay, but that's gonna depend what your elastic is, how your elastic is. Okay, so where is it? Right here. So that's gonna be where I'm gonna punch the hole. Now, there's several things. I'm using those things. I don't know where that come from. I have a whole bunch of them. All right, they're glossy. So, glossy is not good. So I kind of file it so it's gonna glue good. And this is gonna glue in the back of it. So I'm gonna have that thickness, right? Do your punch, right? Punch your circles and then add them up to be, a decent thickness. Those are 1 3/4 diameter. I'm gonna glue those two together. Cause see, the thing is, you don't want it to fall apart the first time you're gonna use it, right? So you want that elastic closure to withhold the length of time. All right, so you get that. I made a little cover out of you're gonna have some cardstock left over, might as well use it. So we do this. Okay, and then there's another little trick right after that. And we're gonna do that while this is drying. Okay, I already figure out the center of this. All right, this is gonna dry. Now, what you have to do, because you wanna have space between the cover and your circle, because you need the elastic to go in, right? So I'm taking 2 smaller circles, same thing. I have no idea where those come from. You can make, you can punch like a smaller size, the same thing, put some thickness into it, okay? Because you want it to be somehow away from your cover. Yes? Yes. Now I'm gonna figure out the middle of that, which I didn't. Right here, middle of it, about, right? Okay. Now here, I'm gonna edge all around, right? Edge the sides, like so. Punch the hole in the middle. Here we go. Punching the hole. All right. All right. You're gonna do the same thing on this. All right. Because it gets thick, right? So you want to punch this hole, that hole. Now, this is gonna be glued on here. Yes? Like so. This way, when you're gonna glue it on your cover, your elastic is gonna go on here, right? It's not gonna pour on the cover itself. Am I making sense? I hope so. That's how I made it. If you got a better idea, I mean, please do, okay? But that's kind of what I figured out. Because you don't want, that closure has to be strong. Yes, yes. All right, you line up your holes. This is perfect. You can see through it. Yes, all right, we good. This has got to dry. Now, here is gonna be the other side of that. Yes. Now, same thing. You don't want to rip through here. So, wherever your hole is, right, you're just gonna punch really nicely, right? Just make a little mark here. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a piece of cardstock that you're gonna fold on itself. So now you have double thickness. Yes, yes. And you're gonna put it here because it's gonna be strong. Yes, it's not gonna pour on your cover. So we're doing that. Now you have a little mark here so you know where you're going. Yes. So then you know where to glue it. And then this way, you know, and like a year from now, you're using it, it still works, it's still good, you know. I mean, it is pretty, but eventually it's got to be also useful, right? So you put it down right here. Yes, and then you let it dry really good, okay? And because you still got your mark here, you're gonna punch through that to here, Now you get to find a brad. You need a brad who is going to be long enough to go through all of that plus, yes? Because I know there is also short brads, right? Like the little legs or what do they call that? Legs? Who knows? Hands? The hands of the brad. All right, so we got that here. We're going to punch this all the way in. I need this one, that one, another one. I need a punching book. I said I punch right here because I have my little hole, right, that we previously punched. So this time I go through all. Yes. Okay. Flip over. And you're going to have to make it bigger because you want your brads to go through it. Yes. Yes. All right. Does it go through it? Yes. All right. So now you're going to take this. You're going to put your brad in. And you're going to put your brad in like so. Come on now. Here. So you see, you're going to be able to get your elastic right there. And you put your brad down. Fish knife. Okay, now you don't want to see that. So what I did is I cut another piece of this. See this one? I did a little square. I mean, you can see it, but not really, right? Put a little rectangle right there. This one, I'm going to try to match kind of the design what's already there, right? That kind of looks cool. Okay. And I'm gonna glue it. I'm gonna catch the design somehow, right? Yes, yes, that looks good. Okay, and glue. Oh, I could have maybe around the corners. Well, I didn't. Too late, this glue. You could if you wanted to. All right, now, again, this is how we were, right? We're here. All right, and then you press it on all sides and you let it dry, okay? And now this is what you have. And then you're gonna take your elastic and go over it and close it. Yes, yes. Now, the thing is, I'm not gonna do that now because there's glue and all of that, right? Now, the inside. I'm going to briefly go over the inside, and then when it's all done, I'm going to show it to you again. Out of the cutout that I had from this folder, that folder, I kind of cover one big envelope, the tall envelope that I have, I'm going to put here. You can make a tall pocket if you want to, or just put a mat and call it a day, right? Who is to say? Here, I made little tabs that I'm going to put, you know, here, and there on my folders, like so. And then here, because I should have think, but I didn't, because I wanted to put a ribbon and have a little twirly here, which I already started making of it. Okay, here, I'm gonna put a little twirly here, and then I'm gonna use a ribbon like this, right? And then I'm gonna close it with a twirly because I don't want to make them all the same. The bags, I think I made 2 bags. I made same thing. I used some cut out of, you know, those folders, and I'm gonna put a little bag here and a little bag there, right? I mean, after that, you just make it all pretty, but you're done. I'm gonna finish it, and then I show it to you, and then you're done. And because this is got to dry, and this is gonna go over here. Yes, and then you have it, right? How cool is this? Extremely cool. And then you can twirl it if you want to make it kind of match. See, I cut that part because I thought like, you know, kind of. All right, okay, I'm finishing it, and then we look at it, and then we done. All right, guys, so this is what we got, right? Because now it's all dry. It goes like this, you see, and it goes, the elastic hit the buffer that you put, so it doesn't pour on your cover. Yes. I mean, there's, you know, it's sometimes it's a little bit lengthy, but there is reason for why we do this or that, right? Okay, we open it, open it. All right, now I glued my envelope right over here, so it's like this, right? And then I put those little twirly things. I have no idea what those things are called. Okay, anyway, see this, close that, right? I got the little journal. I'm gonna put little stamp, little this, little that. Yes, Yes. And then here's the back part. So the back part, I'd put little tab, like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put anything that you really would like to put on it. I put a little ribbon in the back right here, right? Now, I could have been smart and put it in the back of the, before I glued that, but I didn't, right? But, it's okay. You can always make up something, which I did, right? And you get your little folders. Now, those little folders, interestingly enough, because I have some more example here, any letter that you have, which are usually folded 3-way, yes, fits perfectly in there. So you can put all your little important mail or things, letters that you want to refer to, that you don't want to lose. You can put them in there. Yes. You get your little twirly here, so it's not gonna go anywhere, like so. You got the little bags. I also put little swivels. The reason I did that is I like the idea that you can actually take them off. Now, just in case you want to change something, or later on you want to put a card, or, like we really never know what we want to do, so might as well, not making it for forever, so it's not glued in. But you can glue it in, or you can put little pockets. You can do, as usual, anything you want, right? And then when you gotta answer that letter, you can do a rough draft on any of those nice pages. You can do some accounting on the onion paper, which says this is for bank loans only. So make sure you're at a bank loan, you put it right on that, right? And your envelope in this one, because now we got 2 of those. I put a bookmark. Why not, right? I mean, because that's pretty much the right height. And this one, I put a little twirly with a little charm. I mean, there's so many possibilities. I marked the pages with numbers, here and there, just to be funny. I put some little vellum things in the middle. Whatever, you do as usual. You do your things. This one closed with magnet. This one's got the little pinches for the envelope. And you close it like so. Like that. This one, I did the envelope. I didn't put a twirly. I just put a little swivel, right? I mean, that's good enough. Good enough. I put a little twirly with a ribbon here. I didn't put any magnet. Put the little back with the swivel, not with the pinchy. Then it's a matter of taste. Whatever is it that you want to do with it, right? And this one closed straight compared to this one, which has a round front. Okay, here you go. You guys, you just keep busy. You just go at it. You make plenty of them. Now, I'm going to take the little one here for a second, because as I said, the secret of it is you do your little journal first. Okay, and whatever that little journal is, you make your little pockets, like I did here. And you can put little tabs, whichever way you want to go about it. It's the same thing. You got your wraparound cover, you got your, your circle in the front that you can put your elastic around it. And here you are, right? Happy making, happy crafting. Bye.